Probably saved our lives, really. Not even joking.
It was pretty crazy. It was really crazy back then.
And luckily we had people in our lives who knew about respite care and said, we know where you need to go.
Without respite care, I honestly don't know how I would have made it through the last year and got to where we are now.
It is life-saving for me because I have Justin 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I don't know that this could be held together if I couldn't get respite every single week from respite care.
You know, respite saved our lives, and it's hard to articulate that, but I just know that it did. We brought him here in August of 2014 was his first day. We were scared. I mean, we were nervous. I mean, you're just dropping off your kiddo that has extra needs and you're just hoping that everything goes okay. 7 years later, we opened the van door and he's ready to rock and roll. He's like, let's do this.
Ready? All right, fast walking feet, buddy. Show us your best moves.
Other kids can go and play with their neighborhood buddies. These are his neighborhood buddies.
Yeah. So when he was 2, he was still on seizure medication. He has to have specialized care just with feeding, making sure he doesn't choke, and changing him, and making sure that he gets enough fluids. And so the typical babysitter, so to speak, wouldn't be that person who could take care of Lucas at the time. And so respite care was definitely the solution for us. It's been an amazing journey with them since then. Whether your kid has special needs or not, you want to make sure that they are taken care of and they're safe and they're happy. And we drop Lucas off at respite care and I find myself just exhaling and saying, okay, he's good for a while. He's gonna go do his thing and have his social time and be taken care of. And I'm gonna go do what I need to do to be a better mom.
Our daughter's emotional health is hugely impacted by this place. We get to go watch her soccer games. For her, she gets to be a normal kid. We get to be normal parents.
And Lucas would rather be here.
Like, he's doing really, really well.
There you go.
When I first started, wasn't really walking, and we'd have to lift him and like get him like standing by like doing some underarm lifts and things like that, and now he can just pop up on his own and start going if you like sing to him and cheer him on.
Hi, buddy. Oh, thank you.
And it just makes you so happy because you just want the kids to grow as much as possible, and you never know what they're capable of until they show you. Lucas is one of those kiddos where you're not really sure what's gonna happen, and he's just pretty much showing us all what he can do every day.
So Kate, she's about 2.5 now. She has Down syndrome. Can't say that I was happy for most of my pregnancy because I was scared and terrified. Now I couldn't be more grateful. And I wish, you know, when I was pregnant that I could have seen where we are now. I actually decided to become a nurse while we were staying in the NICU with Kate. I wanted to be that person that was able to be there for families kind of in their scariest moments. Kate loves coming to respite. As wild and fun and spunky as she is, she has no concept of safety. Literally, you sit on the couch and you have to fear that she's gonna hurt herself if she's not in your line of sight. We've had lots of episodes where she's aspirated her fluids. I love Kate so much, but there are days where she gets into these like sensory modes. We scream for hours and hours, and you need that break. Kate's pediatrician in Nebraska. He's still very involved with her, always likes to check in and see how she's doing. He has been absolutely amazed at how much progress she has made being here specifically, and knowing that she gets that like extra push and support from everybody who cheers her on every step of the way.
I had great anxiety when Morgan and Kate were going to move to Colorado and sort of what I perceived is lose a foundation that we had created here in Nebraska to have her thriving through the help of respite care. It's why I go to work. It's why I listen to anxious and tearful mothers and promise them that it's going to be okay, because I get to have examples like Morgan and Kate.
So when I found respite care, it was like, we can have a real full life. You don't have a lot of places that support families that have non-typical children and know the struggles that we go through on a daily basis. Here, it's just another day.
As a single mom, walking into trying to find childcare for a kid that has some extreme behaviors, a low IQ, autism, he can't just go anywhere, and it's hard for me to find any care if I don't keep the pantry locked or the refrigerator locked. He's gonna get in, he's gonna steal food, he's gonna overeat. He'll eat a gallon of ice cream, and he'll do that at 3 o'clock in the morning if I fall asleep. His behavior issues are significant enough that he can't function inside of public school, so I have to homeschool him, which means I can't work full time. We get the worst of the behavior at home, where at respite care, because he loves being there and he sees it as a privilege to be there, he gives his best. I feel like the staff at respite care truly love Justin, and there are times where he can be extremely unlovable. The demands on me never end unless he is at respite care. Respite care is one of the reasons why I've stayed in Colorado, in northern Colorado, and I'm able to make our life happen versus the roof crumbling down on us. Every time we pull up, we feel like somebody that's valued and loved and cared for. And behind the staff person who comes out is a huge group of people that are financially backing this situation. And they're unseen. And to the unseen people that make this happen, on behalf of my family and I want to say thank you.
Our community is extraordinary in the amount of love and support that they give this place, and how much they impact the families that are here and the kids, and there's just no words to say how grateful we are for that.
The biggest thing that I have to say about Northern Colorado with them keeping programs like this alive is just that they are so accepting and open-minded and nurturing and caring, and just all of those great things that we want in humanity that you don't get to see everywhere.
It's just been cool because I've learned so much about perseverance and strength and just joy. We are the lucky ones to be able to work with these kids every day.
I get to hang out with awesome kiddos and just be a kid myself. There's a reason I'm here. It's these kids. And so it's just kind of one of those things that just motivates you to keep going.
I just can't say enough just how much this space means to me and how much I love these kids and like the families and our community.